If shunning is a loving arrangement from God, then why does it cause so many mental health issues? My name is Amber. I grew up in the Jehovah's Witness cult, spent almost 40 years in it, and I'm fifth generation on here sharing my experiences. The governing body has no medical training. They have no psychology training. They have no training to make decisions to ostracize people from their families and their friends. When you are a Jehovah's Witness, you are told to only associate with other Jehovah's Witnesses. Yes, there will be people that say, no, I have outside friends. You're not supposed to. I was a devout Jehovah's Witness. I know how it goes. So you can come on here and act like it's not as bad as I'm saying, but it's true. We are not supposed to be socializing with those outside of the organization. Yes, you go to work. Yes, you can talk to those people. Maybe you go to lunch, whatever, but don't be hanging out with them after work because then that's a friend and you're only supposed to have friends in the organization. And even if you have family that's not Jehovah's Witnesses, you're kind of told not to talk to them much either. Although for the most part, those tend to be the nicest in your family. Go figure. So what do psychologists have to say about shunning, since obviously the elders and the governing body have no idea the effects that it has on somebody, other than it's a really good control tactic? Psychology Today said people who are ostracized suffer deeply, including the obvious loss of self-esteem and depression, but also including physiological symptoms such as ulcers, suppression of the immune system, anxiety, psychosis, and it brought out prolonged isolation, such as prisoners who are kept in solitary confinement, and a loss of feeling valued or having any meaningful existence. But perhaps more troubling is the rage that is associated with being ostracized, because people get angry, they're frustrated, they don't know what to do. People will not speak to them, they won't look at them, they won't acknowledge them. People that they've known their whole lives treat them like this. Why? Because men that don't even know them told them to. That's why. It brought out some religions, such as Scientologists, Jehovah's Witnesses, and even the Amish, have formal policies to shun those who question or leave the religion. The same place in the brain that registers physical pain also feels the social injury of shunning. So the same place in the brain where you physically feel pain is the same place that feels the effects of shunning, because it's a physical pain, essentially. And some of those who are shunned may be more likely to engage in behaviors that increase their future inclusion by complying and obeying orders. So many people have asked, why continue to go back? These people are shunning you because you want your family back, because you're desperate to have your community back, because it's all you have, because you didn't associate with anyone on the outside before. Not really. And you have a fear of worldly people. So all you want to do is get back into God's good graces, but essentially the elders' good graces, and get your family back and get your friends back. So you do whatever you have to do. And if that means going to the meetings and sitting there and being shunned by everyone, oh, but now they can give a nice little greeting. And I'm going to get into why that is, because it's not what you think it is. That's not okay. Shunning is not okay. And they're starting to lose money over it. Like and follow for more.